Oh, yes. You know it makes total sense. Right. Mandingo. Hello there.
You look as if you're going for the week.
Going for a little wild camp. We've got the weather for it, so why not?
Why not? Enjoy.
Same to you. Hey mate. Hey mate. There's a favour. I ask you really nicely, is there any chance one of yous, just one, any one of yous will do, will sell me your jawbone? Your jawbone. Oh why, suit yourself. Bloody ignorant. Oh yes, Mandingos. Welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show. And thank you for joining me on another Wednesday night wild camping adventure. Today I'm at a place called Hill End, which is in Weardale in my county, County Durham. I'm totally here by chance. When I set off today, I had no plans of coming here to do a wild camp. I was going somewhere else. I'm not going to tell you because I'll probably do that with a location next week. But as I was driving past, I came across this place and I recognised it. I've seen some other YouTubers doing videos in this area. Butchie Boys Adventures. I've seen him and his mates over there camping near where they had the cars in like a big group camp, getting smash burgered and having a good time. I've seen Alan Metalman Outdoors doing a walk around here with his family, and other YouTube channels like with the drones flying over, getting some fantastic footage, I should say, the old Nicki Minaj. Yes, when I drove past I thought, oh yes, that'll ding dang do for this Mandingo. Yeah, and it looks like a brilliant place. It's like an old quarry area. I think round here there's some like ponds and little lakes, and you can get up on the hills. So yeah, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to go. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to set me tarp and bivvy up, because that's what we're going to do, a good old tarp and bivvy wild camp. Once we're set up, guys, you better believe I'm going to have a few Jeffs, the old Jeff beers, and we're going to do a world famous Whisky review. Oh, and I've got a lovely steak meal to cook tonight, guys. A little bit breezy, so hopefully we can get set up in a nice little spot out of the wind, and we can just sit back, relax and talk an absolute crock of shite. Come on then, let's get mooching the old Linden Gooching, and I'll explain to you later why I've chose this spot at the very last Winnie Mandela, if you know what I'm talking about. Oh, yes, my fan sexualities. This is where I'm going to be spending the night. This is my hotel room for tonight. And this is my beer garden. Absolutely tremendous. This is where I'll have my seats set up and my Tarp and Bivi down here to enjoy a few good old Jeff beers and a few shots of Whisky. First of all, let's get a bottle of water down the old Gregory Peck, if you know what I'm talking about. Oh yes. I came along here, you know, about an hour ago. There's some caravans down there, so hopefully no one comes and tells us to move on, because you're not supposed to camp around here. But like I say, I came along here about an hour ago, up these few steps, up to the top, and then beyond, and then I went like over there and up a valley. Came to the top of this like little valley, like a little stream, and I thought it was the perfect spot. I thought I'd hit the jackpot. I thought, oh yes, that'll ding dang do for this man dingo. Nice little waterfall, lovely flat area, short, nice patch of grass. And then I realised, no, it's a no-go. I cannot camp here. There was like a seat and there was a plaque on with the name of a lass that had passed away. There was loads of like ornaments around where our family members must come and they look after the place, and there was a message saying that the poor girl that had passed away, this was our favourite area next to the waterfall, and it just didn't seem right. It didn't sit right with us to sit there and have a few beers and go on like an idiot like what I do and have a good laugh. So I knew I'd passed this earlier on, so I thought, yeah, we're in no rush guys, we're in no Ian rush. Let's have a mooch around. And I knew I would always come back to this spot, and I think you'll agree, it is absolutely amazing. So yeah, let's get this water down the hatch. You know what time it is, guys? It's beer o'clock. And then we'll slowly set our gear up as well. So I'm going to have a beer, I'm going to slowly set my gear up, and I'll bring it back in a Winnie Mandela and a Neil Sedaka. You know what I'm talking about, guys. Right on. Sellers, your dogs. Cheers, man dingoes. Right. Just an average Tuesday night in the amazing county of Durham. Oh yes, guys, you know it makes sense. I've just put this up because there's a few midges kicking around. It's not too bad, but better be safe than soy sauce, as they say in the back streets of Beijing. You better believe they do. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Hello, you more than I can see. Oh, oh, oh. I love you twice as much tomorrow. Oh, oh, oh. I love you more than I can see. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. I love you more than I can see. I love you twice as much tomorrow. Oh, 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 oh. I love you more than I can see. Oh, oh, oh. Fantastic, guys. You know it makes sense. You know it makes absolute, complete and total sense to do a wild camp at Hill End in County Durham with a few shutteroonies of the good stuff. Whisky, yes, the Singleton. I will give a big shout out to the legends that sent me this. Well, I can tell you now, Ben from Manchester. Cheers, Ben, my man, friend, sexual. It is very much appreciated. Now, I have reviewed this twice before, but obviously Ben didn't realise that. The first time, was like about 3 years ago. I reviewed it with a little schmickaroony, and then I reviewed it again like over a year ago. So from a year ago to now, yeah, my subscriber count's gone from maybe what, 60,000 to nearly 100,000. That is down to you, absolute legends. Spank you very much. So, yeah. A lot of people want to see me review this before, and even if you have, it doesn't matter. You can go back and watch the previous videos and then compare to this one and see if I'm talking an absolute crock of shite, or see if I'm cheating. See if I'm seeing the exact same thing 3 times in a row. Then you will know that I'm a Billy bullshitter. But there is no bullshit on the Blood Outdoor Show, guys. What I'll do is I'll just have a sniff and a taste, and I'll tell you exactly what I stink about it now, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm going to show you all my setup soon. I've got a lovely meal to cook tonight. I am really looking forward to that. I've ran out of me meals from Relo. I'm pretty sure they're going to send us a new batch soon, because I know they're quite happy with the shout outs that I give them. So yeah, while I haven't got any meals from Relo, I thought I'd treat myself to a lovely good quality meal. Yes, I was telling you I wasn't at the start of this video. We're just going to waffle some shite now, guys. Cheers, my Mandy Dingleberry Finley Queers. Look at this, man. Oh yes. Oh, you know what makes sense. Oh, yeah, a lad who I'm friends with on Facebook, Kev. I'm not going to give any surnames out because I'm not sure if they're comfortable with that. But a lad who I'm friends with on Facebook called Kev. Well, unfortunately, his dad, Big Davy, massive shout out, legend. He's how do you say it? Right, look at, no beating around the bush. Let's just say it as it is. He's got brain cancer, and he's been told there's no cure for it. And he's a massive fan dingo of the Blood Outdoor Show. So Kev got in touch with us. It was actually Kev's friend got in touch with his friend of a friend, but me and Kev have been in touch with each other. When I drive over, you know, all the time to the Lake District, where his mum and dad lives at, Big Davy and John, it's kind of on my way. A slight detour, but not too much. Midgie. So he said, can you pop in and see me dad? You know, he's not well. Yeah, with what he's got, the brain cancer and that. And he's a massive fan dingo of the Blood Outdoor Show. He loves me, little Mick, the two Chris's, they talk all the lingo. They bought merch from the Blood Outdoor Show merch shop. Big Davey and John never miss a video. So on the way over today to where I was going to go, I'm not going to tell you where I was going to go because that's going to give away a wild camping location. Oh, yes. For a camp that I'm going to do very soon. So I popped to their house today on the way over. Hiya, you alright? Yeah. On the way over? Yeah. And what an absolutely lovely couple. Big Davy and John. And I could tell straight away they were big fans of the Blood Outdoor Show. As soon as I went in, Jan said, do you want us to put the kettle on? Do you want a drink? I said, yes, please. She went, do you want a black cock? I mean black coffee. I said, you ding dang do for me, Jan. And I sat there half an hour, more than half an hour, good 45 minutes. We had a good big crack on. They were telling us about their favourite videos, and they loved it when Mick comes out and he falls over, and the banter I have with the two Chris's, and when Mrs. Blood joins us, and yeah, just big, massive, genuine fans of the Blood Outdoor Show. And if you're watching, Big Davey and Jan, it was lovely to meet you. What an absolutely lovely couple. Big Dave, yeah, keep fighting the fight, my man friend. I'm thinking of you. And I'm having a Whisky for you. You better believe I am. So, yeah, when I left their lovely house, I got back in the Blockmobile, put the old sat-nav on to where I was going, and then I was following the sat-nav, yeah. And then I seen the sign, Hill End, where I am here, and I thought, I know this place. I don't know it. I've seen it on YouTube, and it was something that was on me old plandingo to come here and do it sometime. Whether it just been like a mooch around with Mrs. Blott or a little schmick or do a camp, I don't know. I don't know what I was going to do, but I knew I was going to visit here at some point. Oh, yes, guys. That was a half bottle. Oh, and you can see it is well lower than half now. There was a quick, sharp left turn as I came down to it. And I was like, should I drive on? Should I turn in? And I just quickly turned in. I just quickly turned in. And there was a few cars dotted about. There's a family down there got like a makeshift little mini motorhome in a transit van. They're having the time of their life. They're sitting outside. They've got a barbecue going on right next to the stream. Like I said earlier on, I've seen Alan Metalman with his family walking around here. Lovely video. Butchie Boy's Adventures. Butchie Boy, you know it makes sense, my man friend. I've seen him. I'm sure I've seen him here twice with his mates. Just pull up by the side of the stream, tents out, loads of beers, loads of good laughs and good times, taking the piss out of each other in a lovely place. Butchie's just like me. You pack all your rubbish away in the morning, you leave no trace of your barlow. Our trace, our trace. What you got done, our trace? You know what I'm talking about, guys. And I just thought, right, it was about another, I don't know, 50 minutes or something to where I was going to drive to. And this is somewhere I was already thinking about coming to, so I thought, why snot? Just park up, get the old Baghdad on me macaroni and do a camp round here. So it's been absolutely spamtastic. It's worked a treat. And I mean, come on, guys. Yeah, where I was going to go to is amazing, but so is this. Absolutely unbelievable, as they say, in the southeastern region of Mongolia. You know, it makes sense, guys. Cheers. Yes. So there you go. I've waffled enough shite for now. I've totally explained why I'm here. I'm busting for a Slash Gordon jukebox jury, so I'm going to drain the lizard, the old Eddie Lizard. I'll probably get a few little photographs, a bit footage, the old Nicki Minaj of the area, and when I bring you Roger Black, I'll show you me setup for tonight, me food, me drinks, and all that shite. You better believe I will. Dice. Come on then, my fan sexualities. It's time to show you my setup for tonight. Yeah, just got this up because the midges were biting, just keep on my face. Was it like a crazy little few minutes? Yeah, I'm sure they'll die off soon because it's getting colder now and it's starting to get dark. So here we go, this is where I'm sitting on my new Trekology chair. What an absolute fucking pile of shite it is. I've only used it 2 or 3 times already. You know when like you put the legs into the slots and like the elastic strings are supposed to like pull it in. They're so loose, the elastic like strings on the legs, and it's like they don't pull in. It's not the best. I think it's the last time I'll buy a Trekology chair. If you know what I'm talking about. We are in the One Wind Tarp Aroni. I love this tarp. It's fantastic. It didn't come with these. I got these myself. They're just like a basic bit of like cordage. Yeah. Time your knot-aroonies round. I've got me walking poles there to prop that up with. Baghdad down there. This Singleton, 12-year-old, single malt Scotch whisky. Kindly given to me from Ben from Manchester. Oh, yeah. Manchester. Oh, Manchester. Cheers, Ben. My man, friend. Very much appreciated. I am in the amazing, the fantastic Nortent Bivi. What a absolutely fantastic piece of kit. Now, when you've seen me over this last 2, 3, 4 year using a Bivi, I've been in the Alp kit, a bivouac. Now I love me Alp kit Bivi, and it's very similar to this, but this is just like on another level. It's an amazing piece of kit, and yeah, this is like the 4th time I think I've used it, and I haven't given you the full rundown yet of like the weight of it, the quality of it, the full experience. And the reason for that is I don't want it to be like other YouTubers where they're given something and they haven't even took it up on the mountains. They're in the back garden or they're in a field down the road and they're telling you everything about it. How can you tell people everything about it without getting out and using it? Do you know what I'm talking about? And Nortent, they're absolutely amazing company. They haven't pushed me to say this man dingo, say that. They've basically just give me this like they did with the Vern 1 tent. And just use it and enjoy it. And tell your viewers what you think about it. Bastard. Twat. Midges. They've just come out in force. Damn you, Mrs. Blood. Ah, Mrs. Blood. You racist pig! Damn you! Ah! No, but honestly, it's an amazing Bivi. It's on another level altogether compared to the Alp Kit one. I'll still use the Alp Kit one for me stealth camps, and I'll keep this for me wild camps. Sorry, guys, that's disgusting. There was a midgie in my mouth. Yeah. Brilliant. As the weeks go on, I'll tell you more and more about it. But up to now, I am loving camping in this Nortent Shul. Yeah. Tremendous. Just like brilliant quality. If you think of me Alp Kid Bivouac, that is brilliant. This is spamtastic, as they say in the Dudonsky beat. Yeah. That's enough of that for now. Ugh. foil mat got on the bottom. First aid kit. That's me bin diesel with me bits of shite in. Flex tail mattress. OEX 2 season sleeping bag. Trespass pillow biter. Happy Dingle Burgers, as they say at the burger vans of Belarus. You better believe it, guys. So, did I see a Ben from Manchester give us the Whisky? He also sent us some sweets, randoms, fruit parcels, and there was something else as well. Another pack of sweets that I didn't even bring out. Wow, look at these midges, they're all over. It's absolutely mad for it. Mad for it. Right. Snackaroonies. We've got some barbecue brisket. I'm going to have that soon. So, put that on me slate. More snackaroonies. What I've got. Some jalapeno nuts. Some buffalo wing nuts. Yes. Plate. Pansexual. 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 Sexual. Chocolate. Oh. Yeah, we've got some oil here to cook me through with me steak. Garlic oil. I might as well show you now. We've got a lovely Raheem sirloin steak. Look at that. A thing of beauty. And we've got some extra large king prawns to have with that. Yeah, a little bit of a surf and turf, guys. We've got this Mediterranean veg. A park cooked it. Park Captain cooked it. Oh. Midgie biting me eye. That'll just need a couple of minutes in the old pansexual. Oh, look at that, guys. Peppercorn sauce. What absolute thing of beauty. Candingos, I've already had one. I've got one left. Sierra Nevada, California IPA from the Vocation Brewery. Hop, skip and juice. The old John Hopkirk skip and juice. Hazy pale ale. Bastard midges bite me eyelid. Sorry, folks. You've got no idea how bad it's just got over the last half an hour. It'll die down soon. 19 Crimes, red wine. We'll try and keep that for the main meal. Cruise, camp, what? A bottle. I don't know if I'm going to drink that. Anyway, that's it. I've showed you everything. The full setup. We've talked shite. I've said this and that. Midges. Ah, damn you, midges, you fucking bastards. Ah! What did the fuck say? Yes, guys. Oh, God. Wow. This is the worst I've had for midges for a long time. Me love you a long time, honey. Sucky, sucky, fucky, fucky. No, the last time I had it this bad, I was camping with young Chris. Oh, my mind's gone blank. The old blankety blank. Check pen and book, the name of the hill. It's that one. It's a really popular spot above Thirlmere. Raven Crag. That's the one, guys. Raven Crag. Yeah. I mean, when I camped there with young Chris, poor
3 years ago. It was getting a bit raggy then. You know, of like wild campers not respecting the place, not looking after it. And I've seen some videos and photos since, and it's just like, oh God, people just setting fires to the big tree trunk that's there and burn marks on the grass, you know, like of disposable barbecues. What an absolute bunch of city bankers, if you know what I'm talking about. Come on, if you're going to come out, even here where I am now, just respect the place. Do you know what I mean? Although I can murder these midges, I will still leave the place nice and tidy in the morning. If my mind serves me right. The only time I've had midges worse than this, and it didn't really bother me as much as it bothered me mate, Bull. Yes, he was called Bull. I'm not going to give you his real name because he might not want us to, but I used to call him Bull. He was shorter than me and he was built like a brick shithouse. Bull. I know you watch us now and again, so if you're watching Bull, you're an absolute legend. We went, I've told this story before, but it was that long ago. I think anyone that's watched it are forgetting about it. And then anyone who hasn't saying it obviously doesn't know about it. We were only like 22, 23-year-old. And we went to Kavos, which is on the Greek island of Corfu. We worked together. And we'd only just knew each other a few weeks. And Bull was going away with his own mates in a few weeks' time. And I was going away with my mates in a few weeks' time on different holidays abroad. We both had money in the old fish tank, and we were saying, I could do with extra holiday. And the factory we work at had shut down for set holidays, so we were due to shut down for a week's holiday. We call it Whit Week. When was Whit Week? End of May, something like that. Anyway, so we booked this holiday together. We'd only known each other a few weeks, but we go on like a house on fire at work. Me, Z Mandingo, and Bull. And we went off to Kavos. Well, when we got there, you know when you go to Greece and you get these dodgy flight times. So we got there like very late at night. And the bus was driving down this country road. Nothing, you know, no lights, no nothing anywhere. And they just stopped. And it said hotel. I forget what the hotel was called. Let's just say Hotel Mandingo. Hotel Mandingo. And me and Bull were like, that's us. Where are we? So we got off. You could see some lights down this dirt track in the distance. We got our cases off the side of the bus. And the lass who was working, you know, for 18 to 30s, whatever it was, she said, oh, just go down that dirt track, midge in me eye. That's not what she said. Go down that dirt track. So we went down, and as we went down, yeah, we're coming, oh, lovely swimming pool area. But then there was like 4 blocks of flats. It was like Auschwitz. Honestly, guys, there was nothing special. It was basic, to say the least, and that's being polite. So we looked. There was no reception. We went to the pool bar. Luckily, there was this English lad. He might have been Irish, but obviously English speaking. Potato. And he said, have you just got off the Newcastle flight? We were like, yeah. All right. Block 2. First floor. Second door along. Keys in the door. So we went along. Key was in the door. The room was basic. Not the best. Even though I don't wear a vest. But it was clean. So we chucked our bags in. And then, yeah. We went straight out. couple of drinks at the pool bar, down. It was about a 10-minute walk down into Cavos from where we were. But that was it. Low key, couple of drinks. We got black, crashed out. We were bushed in good mandingos, as I say in the doo-dine. The next day, wowzer woony. Yeah. We got up. We were drinking everything that the pool bar could serve all day around the pool. We joined this booze cruise thing on the night time. We didn't even pay to join it. People were paying to join up during the day. And we just tagged along. We just followed along down. All they were getting extra compared to us was like free shots. You know, when they get like the free little shots. Why I'm bothered? Anyway, a few drinks deep. A few drinks balls deep. We went in this bar and they had like a dentist chair behind the bar. Do you know what I mean? And we were watching people going behind on the dentist chair. We went in there for long. It was basically have a drink a drink, next bar, off skis, Jalofskis, off to the next bar, dingo man, dingoes. But Bull was shouting to the lad behind the bar, your drinks is watered down. You cheapskate, your drinks is watered down. He was just like having a laugh, winding them up. Because they were like doing like, you know, when you put like a funnel in the mouth and then you're pouring all the bottles, gin, vodka, brandy, down people's necks. And Bull was shouting, your drinks are walking down. Anyway, we went off, bloody hell, about another 10, 15 bars of drink in each bar. We were absolutely mangled, spangled, and totally grim-crangled. Judge Best and Oliver Reed couldn't have kept up with us that night. And I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. Cheers, guys. I'm just making sure it's still recording. Yeah, so as the night went on, we split away from that group. And then me and Bull, we stumbled back somehow to that bar. This is like 2 or 3 hours later, where the dentist chair was. And then Bull started giving the big one again. Your drinks is watered down. I was saying, shh, man, quiet. And the barman said, do you want to go? Yeah, come on behind the bar and have a go if you think the drinks is watered down. So Bull went behind the bar. I was smash burgered. I was swaying all over. The old swaying Rooney. Anyway, Bull go in the dentist chair. And my last memory of it is, I seen Bull get in the dentist chair, and then I seen the lad with 3 bottles of spirits in that hand, and 3 bottles of spirits in the hand, up and pouring them in the funnel in Bull's mouth. Like, I was mangled myself, and I can remember just putting my head on the bar like that. You know, what felt like, I don't know, 5 minutes. I might have only been a minute. Anyway, I lifted my head up. And I was like, where's Bull? I couldn't see him anywhere. And there was like no one behind the bar in the dentist chair. Just the lads behind the bar serving drinks to all the customers. And I was like, I was confused.com. I was only a young lad, you know, when you look back now and you think you're so grown up. I was only 22, 23-year-old. I was still just a little skid. And I knew if I come out the bar, turn left, and 10 minutes along that road, that's where my hotel is. It was our first proper night there. So I came out, I looked, I went in the bar next door, I couldn't find Bull. I went in the bar of the road looking around, couldn't find Bull. Went in the bar next door to that, no sign of the old Bull dingo. And I thought, right, all I thought was, because I was out there at the bar, he mustn't have noticed me sitting like that. And he's gone back to the Hotel California. So off I popped, along back to the hotel. Wow, I got there. No sign of Bull. Few people around the pool bar. I had a couple of drinks, hoping I would see him come back in. I had the key, so I knew he couldn't have went up to the hotel room. I had the key in me Picarda. I was stressed. I was concerned about me mate. Yeah, we'd only been friends a few weeks, but you've got each other's back. Where's he got? Where's he? The people behind the pool bar, we'd been speaking to them earlier on, so they knew, the two of us. The bonny lads from Sunderland. No, they said, your mate hasn't come back. There was only one way in. They said he definitely hasn't come back. So I had a couple of drinks. I said, right, I'm going up. I get up to my hotel room. Hiya. I couldn't find the key. No key. Look, searching my pockets. Couldn't find my key. Got my money out. No key. Someone left it, like a blow-you-up airbed for the swimming pool. A few doors along in the corridor. So I got that and I put it outside my hotel room. Midges. And I just lay on top of that. Fell asleep. I woke up. It's the very first time I've done it. And I don't think I've ever done it since. I'd pissed myself all over this airbed. Soaking of piss. Piss. Stinks of piss. Talk about these midges. With it being so hot, there was midges all hours floating all over. I stunk of piss. I was sweating. I stunk like a tuna fish's fanny. And it was weird because I woke up in the morning and I sat up on this airbed, and then as soon as I sat up, his bull comes walking along. I went, where have you been? He went, where have I been? Where have you been? He'd walked back to the hotel before he'd made it back along to my hotel. He'd fell off the side of the road in a ditch. And in the morning, some lasses had woke him up. He went, oh, get the key. I couldn't find the key. It turned out he had the key. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, just stupid. I thought I had the key. He had the key. Big deal. He opened the door. We went in. And he jumped on he got straight on his bed and his clothes. I got me jeans off. Me stinky, pissy jeans. Just making sure this is recording still. And I kicked me stinky, pissy jeans underneath his bed. This is like the second night. So we still had like 5 nights to go. Yeah. That was it. Fast asleep. We got up in the morning. You know what you're like when you're young. You shake a hangover off easy, don't you? Get up, fresh as tit milk, straight out for a full Anglo-Saxon breakfast. A good old Enrique Iglesias breakfast. And continue on with the holiday. Every night, though, we got back to the hotel room. Bull. This is where I'm getting at with this story, with these midges. Bull was getting bit to death. Worse and worse and worse and worse every night. I was sleeping as sound as a pound. Yeah, the odd little midgie here and there. No big deal. He was like nearly crying during the night. Not crying like a baby, just, oh God, I cannot. The midges. And then every day when we got up and we went out, he had bites all over his body. Midgie bites, mosquito bites, puss. Matron. He was really suffering. The midges were just eating him alive. And they weren't even touching me. And I don't know why. I used to drink whiskey back then, 20 odd years ago, and Bull didn't. And I remember joking on with him saying, maybe it's the whisky. He says, fuck off. It's not the whisky. There must just be something that they like about the taste of me and not me. Do you know what I mean? Later during the holiday, later on with the holiday, we found out the truest story of what happened. Because like that night when he came back and we went to bed and then we got up, he was saying his balls, he wasn't just itchy, his balls were sore. He had like pus coming out of them, nasty rash Do you know what I mean? Really sore, really itchy, and you're gonna get like a nice itch, and and you're scratching, but you shouldn't, because it's making it worse. He had that kind of thing going on, and we didn't know what the hell it was. I had no problems. Towards the end of the holiday, we got talking to this lad, and he'd witnessed everything. He'd witnessed everything that went on. Just make sure that's still recording, guys. I don't want to lose this good footage. Oh, right. Get her in there. Hold on, guys. Let's go into the can sexuality. Yeah, we got talking to this lad, this Scouse lad. Oh, yeah, bastard. And he says, oh, you're a couple of legends, you two, son of lads. He went, I witnessed it all. He said he's seen Bull do the dentist chair. So we're getting to like live this moment. Bear in mind, Bull's been complaining about these sore knackers, these sore testicles. And we were like confused at like what happened. He said, yeah, he pointed at Bull. He went, you went and done the dentist chair. And then he said, you sat on a bar stool and you put your head on the bar. So he said, Bull done the dentist chair, stood up and passed out behind the bar, totally passed out. Spackamondoed, as they say in the Doingord. And they said, the barman, the lads behind the bar, two of them dragged him out by his legs, by his feet, out past behind me, and they just left him lying, chocolate starfished, on the middle of the dance floor. He said, then I like stood up and I was looking for Bull, and I looked behind the bar and he was gone. He said, then I walked out the bar. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Well, I didn't realise Bull had been pulled behind the bar on the dance floor. And this Scouse lad said, I just buggered off along the road. That's right. I buggered off along back to the hotel. Well, what? Well, it's funny for me, but not for Bull. And they said, like, this group of lasses came in. Absolutely wild, cock-hungry bunch of lasses. And they seen Bull on the dance floor, and they pulled his pants down. Can imagine a bunch of lads doing that to a lass. You're talking prison time, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? And they pulled Bull's pants down, and they were getting photos took next to his little Willy Wonka, and they were taking photographs. But then, like, one of the lasses who was smoking a cigarette was put a cigarette out on his balls, and then another one joined in. So 2 or 3 of these lasses who were smoking the old cigaretskis put the cigarettes out on his balls. That's how Bull had sore knackers. Do you know what I mean? Unbelievable. Can you imagine lads doing that to lasses? You're talking some serious time in prison. Wowza woony. Unbelievable, yeah. So that's what happened to Bull's sore knackers. And then when he finally got up, he made his way back and he fell over like in a ditch on the side of the road. And then in the morning, when it was daylight, luckily two nice girls seen him, and they went down and woke him up and helped him get up. And then Bull made his way back to the hotel. And that's when Bull woke me up. Right, Jack and Ori, this in it. But it's the truth, guys. I know I do tell some shite, but this is the God's honest truth. This is what happened. You legends, you'll all have stories of your holidays. And then I woke up. I couldn't find the key. Bull had the key. We got in the room. And how Bull got bit to death. So we're going around in a full circle now to how Bull got bit to death off the mosquitoes and the bugs. Bull jumped on his bed. Can remember I told you about my pissy jeans? I kicked my pissy jeans underneath Bull's bed. So on the day we were leaving to go home, me Armani jeans, come out back in the day, guys, you had your Armani jeans. £80, £90. This is like 30 years ago. That's a lot of money back then. where's my Armani jeans? Where's my Armani jeans? I can't find them. And the sheet off the side of Bull's bed that went out on the floor, I lifted that up. And there's me Armani jeans, me pissy jeans that I kicked under his bed. The floor was moving with cockroaches, bugs, insects, just you name it. There was creatures under there that you wouldn't even see on the Discovery Channel. The floor was moving. It was crawling. It was like a Benidorm discotheque underneath Bull's bed with my Armani jeans. I was like, leave them there. And that's where Bull got bit to death all week off my pissy jeans. And I didn't. I had a fantastic weekend. Yeah. And I pulled a bit blurt as well. You better believe I did. There you go, guys. I just thought I'd talk about some midges and bugs getting bit. A mule story come back in my head. I have told that story once before, so I'll give it another 5 years before I tell it again. Anyway, that's enough of that. That's enough of me talking shite. Fucking midges is doing my head in. I'm going to just sit and chillax a rooney, finish my beer, have a couple of shots of whiskey. Get this light off. This light might be making it worse as well. So I'll bring you back in a few seconds. I'll tell you what, I'll bring you back when we're going to cook our nice steak meal. You better believe I will. And you know it makes total sense. Bull, I'm sorry. Right on. Oh yes, guys. Look at that. A thing of beauty. The old black beauty. Time for some scrandingo or mandingos. The rain is coming down and I haven't get lucky this time. Sometimes you get lucky with the tarp, and with it being here, the rain comes down in that direction. It's coming right on the top here, guys, so I'm sorry if the camaraderie is getting wet. We've got a Raheem sirloin steak, Mediterranean veg, and peppercorn sauce. Oh yes, guys, you know it makes sense. And king prawns. Oh yes, pet. Get them king prawns in the peppercorn sauce. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Can I get that tomato? Oh yes, pet. A thing of beauty. What a meal. A meal fit for a manny dingle. Our peppercorn sauce is nice. I bought that from Morrison's. Already made in a packet. Just need to be heated up for a Winnie Mandela. Oh yes, guys. You know what I'm talking about, folks. Yeah, them reload meals is nice. That I've been having over the last few weeks. But it is certainly nice to get a lovely meal like this cooked. That Mediterranean veg with the sauce is lovely, and the old King Pronsky bits to go with it. Wow. Well, we need to try some of the steak-a-rooney. You better believe we do, guys. Oh, that's just cut nice and soft there. Oh. Oh yes, pet. Oh yes. That's a nice piece of Raheem sirloin steak from Aldi. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Bit of a fatty bit there, guys. That's what I'm saying. No, that is nice. One little fatty bit. Oh my God. Wow. That is a nice piece of steak with the peppercorn sauce. Wowza woony. Lovely jubbly. Get some veg on there. Some peppers and a courgette. There you go then, guys. I think you can see I am absolutely eating like a king. King Kong's finger. I'll bring you back for the world famous Whisky review. You better believe I will. Oh yes. Lovely jubbly. Right. Oh yes, mandingos. You know what time it is. It's Whisky time under a rainy Tarp-a-rooney. This is what we've got this week. Given to me from Ben from Manchester. He gave us this and a few packets of sweets. You better believe it is. You better believe he did, I should say. Cheers, Ben from Manchester. Manchester. Man for it. You better believe it. Right. Let's get the old famous Cub Dingo. My Mandy Dingleberry. Finley Queers. Oh, yes, guys. There we go. This is the Singleton Luscious Nectar 12-year-old single malt Scotch whisky. You better believe it is. Now, I've reviewed the Singleton twice before, but is it a different one I've reviewed? I don't know. Was it the Luscious Nectar? I'm not sure. You legends that like to watch all my videos, pardonsky beat, go black and check it out. I can't remember seeing the Luscious Nectar one before, so pardonsky beat. Maybe I haven't reviewed this one before. Anyway, cheers, Ben from Manchester. Let's get my bigger Rooney in it. Quite nutty, walnutty, yeah. A definite nutty walnut snifferoni about that. My man and woman friendsexuals. And I would also say like orange, but more like an orange pale type of snifferoni. Maybe a slight little linger. Do you have to let it linger? Of toffee. Yeah, that's enough of the sniffing. Let's get on with the tasting. You better believe it, guys. Ricicles. The rain is just easing off there. Yeah, a little bit toffee in the taste, almost like, oh, you know when you got like a butter kissed popcorn. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, like sweet butter kissed popcorn flavouroni. It's certainly not rough. It's not harsh in any way at all. Spiciness, not really. Maybe now that I've swirled it round the old gummy bears, yeah, maybe a few little tingaroonies. But it isn't a spicy whisky. There's not much of a kick to it. But it's nice. I don't know why. There isn't much to it that's making us go, wowza-woony. But I'm actually, I'm actually enjoying it. Toffee. I said like a butter kiss, didn't I? In the taste. Toffee, caramel, and the flavouroni. Smooth. Nice and smooth. Going down so delicate. So that's the good points about it. Orangey, yeah. The old Jason orange is coming through there. I said orange peel in the flavour. Not orange peel in the taste, more like a proper orange. A proper Jason orange in the flavouroni. But nice and smooth, yeah. Wow, Singleton. It is a good quality whisky. Like I say all the time, guys, people keep asking, you know I've said this many times before, what can I try as a starter whisky? I've been watching your videos, Mandingo. I'm not a whisky lover, but I've only tried the cheap shit. What can I spend? That's not too expensive and not too cheap. That's a good starter whisky. Well, there you go. How much can you buy this for? I don't know. Was it like 30, 35, 40 pound? I don't know, guys. You might get this for about £35 if you get it on special in the supermarkets, because The prices go up and down all the time, but it will be a quality starter whisky, because that is very smooth with it's like a toffee caramel, smooth, just like good quality, a good quality whisky down the old Hatstickles. Very good then, folks. Not loads of things to tell you about it, but like it's delicate, it's smooth, it's got like a toffee caramel smooth flavour only, a few tiny spices but no Bernie Giblin, you better believe it. Very nice indeed. The Singleton, luscious nectar. I'm going to give that a steady Eddie 8.5 out of 10 dingo my Mandy Dingleberry Finley quiz. Right, the rain stopped. I'm going to step out. I'm going to get a quick Slash Gordon jukebox jury. I'm going to drain the lizard, guys. The old Eddie Lizard. You better believe I am. And then I'm going to jump in the old bivouac. So it's now time for me to say bonjour, good night Vienna, arrivederci and Vorsprung Dirk Technique, and I will see you legends. I'll see you. I'll see you legends. I'll see you legends. I'll see you legends for seeing Z Morgan. And coffee. Coffee time. Bonjour. Good night, Vienna. And au revoir. See you in the morning, guys. You better believe I will. Right on. Good mooning, my Mandy Dingleberries. 9:15. Yeah, once again I've slept like a baby's arm, but I'm absolutely boiling. I need to get a bottle of water down us, get this hat and coat off, because I am sweating like a fat lass from Stoke-on-Trent in a Torremolinos discotheque, if you know what I'm talking about. But great sleep, feeling quite fresh. Once I get a bottle of water down us and a couple of biscuits, I'll be totally Sergeant Slaughtered. You better believe I will. So I'll bring you back in a few slacondas when I've had a nice drink of water. Right on. Matron, it's the glove of self-love. It's the glove of self-love. There you go then, folks. That's me all packed away. You can see where the Tarp and Bivi was set up there. Bin diesel with all my shite. Leave no Tracy Barlow. Hey, our Tracy. Baghdad on me old Baccaroni. Now it's time to make like a tree and split. Get out of Dodge City. Hit the road, Jack. Don't come back. And my arse stinks of cack. Come on, guys. So there you go then, guys. That's it. That's the end of this week's wild camping adventure. And considering it was like a last minute plan to camp here, it wasn't a bad little spot, was it? I thought it was absolutely spamtastic. Yeah, if you've enjoyed it, guys, as much as I have, you know what to do. Give this man Dingo a big thumbs up. Leave a comment, yeah, and tell people about the Blood Outdoor Show. You know it makes sense. Please join me on the next video.
which will be a mooch around some random town on Friday night, and on Sunday night for another serious stealth camp. You know what I'm talking about, and you know it makes absolute, complete and total sense. Rice cakes.
Oh, matron.
You know, it's make total sense, mate. Very nice.